just in time. Hello, friends. We're having our monthly What's Coming Up live stream. I need to pre-apologize. I'm actually really, really sick. Not with my normal chest cold. I'm having another sick. So if I'm not my jovial self, that's why. But we're here because every month, well, we try to. Listen, sometimes life happens, so I can't 100% guarantee this happens every month because whatever.
We attempt.
But we try every month to do a live stream on the last Wednesday of the month. Sometimes it's the first Wednesday of the month, but it's the Wednesdays on the second. Yeah, listen, these things happen. Where we bring you what's coming up in the next month in the terms of Asian dramas and K-pop comebacks and some J-pop comebacks. And this month, even a special other country musical comeback. Ooh. Hey, who's to say? And that's what we do here every month. And we have a good time doing it. I will say, there's for a little look ahead, not very many BLs coming out this month. Real slim pickings on the BL front, but that there's a lot currently airing, so I'm gonna let it.
I was gonna say it feels like it's been a pretty bountiful couple of months. So,
but we are on one of the heavier Japanese months.
Holy shit!
It feels like they definitely have phases, and so this is one of the. Time to push them all out.
Yeah, there's about 5 million J dramas. And the thing about J dramas, it's we say, I know we say this every time when it's a big J drama month, but it's we'll have access to maybe 6 of them if we're lucky.
No idea. And or maybe in the future, a year or two from now.
A year, they'll pop up. Magically appear on Viki at some point.
Or Netflix these days.
Yeah, or Netflix. Yeah, we'll just be oh, hey. But I suppose we could always with Viki, you can go ask for shows and be hey, you should try to pick up this show. So I suppose we could try these campaigns to get them to pick up shows that we want to watch. But so that's what we're doing this month. Usually we only start around 5 minutes after because people forget that we're streaming. So
well, they try to file in.
How's everyone doing today?
I've got
those days, huh?
I've got this class and I've done everything except for there's a big final project. It's worth 45% of the final grade.
Wow.
And yesterday was when our last assignment was due. And so essentially we've got a week to do this big project. And because you had to have done all of the lectures as well and everything, right? And
it feels
we've
a real
still got we've got 4 weeks left till the end of the semester, but she has it in her head that April 1st is the last day of our semester. So she's made everything done for April 1st, and I'm
ma'am,
we're
not done till May, ma'am. Ma'am, we end in May, ma'am. Hello.
Can we please have those extra weeks to hand in our assignments so that we could
do a better job,
whatever.
Sometimes these people get something stuck in their heads and they can't get it out,
Oh, and we know that
maybe she's going on vacation or something, so she was just she decided
we're done. She's done, which means all of you are done. Yeah.
We know that Jessie, she's been busy with her work, and it's also involving high school theater kids, and she says they're very dramatic and stuff.
Yeah. So. Listen, I remember being around theater kids. And they were very dramatic. Because our school, when I was in high school, put on very elaborate musical productions with live music. And I was a band kid, so I was in the live music portion. We're talking, one year we did Anything Goes. And he built the stage into a boat. And then he built a little side boat that looked like a lifeboat that the band sat in. So we all had to wear sailor outfits.
Oh, wow.
And we were in a little lifeboat on the side of the stage.
Nice.
It was, so anyway, so those theater kids were dramatic as hell. That's how I met my husband, so I suppose I can put up with it, I guess. Because he was a theater kid. He's not dramatic, though. Anyway, shall we get to talking?
Sure.
Boom. What's coming up in April? Let's, you know what? I want to put us on top. I like us better. No, I don't, because Sky gets covered. I like us on the side. Okay. I don't want Sky getting covered. So here's the what's coming up in April. And as always, we begin with dramas. Here's our little legends on the side. Some of them are movies and some of them are gay. That's what that means. So if you see one of those symbols, one of them means that it's a movie and the other one means it's gay. We make it pretty, I think that's pretty clear, you know?
Yeah. That's simple.
Also, I keep them there so I can copy and paste them when I'm making them. Hey. And remember, as important knowledge, ignore the typos. We don't see them. All right, let me put up the. We're chatting about 11 seconds. I'm so out of it today. I'm so sorry. Okay. April. Here we go. Update, and there we go. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. All right, Sky, take us away.
Baba. This is a Malaysian film. It'll be on Netflix, so that's why. We know it's coming to Netflix. April 1st. A man struggles to live a good life with his daughter in the midst of being laid off, losing his hearing, and struggling with poverty. It looks super sad.
Yeah, it looks really depressing, man.
Really sad.
It's like a cute poster, but
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Maybe if you want to feel bad for an evening, I'm sure it has a happy ending. You know, maybe not.
Maybe. You know what? It's giving that. Remember that movie about the dad who was in the concentration camp with his son?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And
Life is Beautiful.
He tried to turn it into
yeah.
a game for his kid so that the kid didn't know.
You mean one of the most depressing movies
it
ever made?
It kind of has that vibe to it, eh?
Yeah.
I will keep you happy even though life is awful.
Okay.
Anyway, onward.
This one I'm actually excited for. I'm usually excited for a lot of them, so it's fine. April 1st out of Thailand, we got another GMM-TV non-gay classic. They're getting into more horror thriller stuff, and I'm here for it. Okay, big fan of this energy. It's called Leap Day. So 2 men are both born on the 29th of February. My cousin also born on the 29th of February. And we make the same congratulations on turning 8 joke.
That's totally not a part of this.
Yeah, that's not a part of this. Anyway, they're cursed to lose the person they love most every 4 years on their birthday. However, when one falls in love and one is put in charge of his autistic cousin, they try to break the curse before their loved ones are killed. It looks really dramatic. And I'm feeling it. It has Gunn in it, and we, listen, we love Gunn. He's the autistic cousin, so he's the best actor at GMM-TV. So I'm not really that worried about this one. That's not even a subjective opinion. That's kind of just an objective thing at this point. But moving on, this one looks like I think it'll probably be on YouTube. Because they usually
probably. Yeah. Parallel Fufu Shindaboku to Tsuma no Shinjitsu. Okay. Japan. A husband confronts his wife for cheating when they are reunited in a mysterious room after her untimely death. Okay.
Listen, when I tell you, when I was looking into the synopsis of this one,
super weird.
I was like, okay, sure, man.
It was even written in such a way that you don't evidently he's kind of questioning if he died too. It's a whole thing. You don't know what's going on from the synopsis. But also
the poster looks really comedic, but the synopsis didn't feel comedic. So I was like,
sounded very serious.
Yeah. So who knows? Who knows what the vibe of this one's gonna be?
It's taking a bit for it. There we go. Okay. Shiwase wa Tibete nete mate. April 1st, Japan. A woman with an immune disorder moves into a low-rent apartment complex and begins a friendship with her landlord and her young son.
It was nice.
I think it's a manga
Slice of life.
adaptation.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And it was pretty popular, so yeah.
That sounds like the sort of show that'll show up somewhere.
Yeah,
Like
maybe not
official.
officially. Yeah. So enough said. Enough said. Next up, we've got Taigen no Kaji, Kore ga watashi no ikiru michi, from April 1st from Japan. A woman decides to become a full-time housewife, and through this meets a series of people with different lives and forms new connections. I know that sounds like a very vague synopsis, but when I tell you, there was a very vague synopsis. So sometimes we just have to read between the lines in some of
It's
these.
based on a novel. And again,
Okay.
it's one of those things that when you're reading the synopsises as they were these translated synopses that were given to us,
You're like,
again, it sounded way more serious than the poster. Like, again, it sounded as if like she was being kind of challenged by meeting all these people that were different from her. Like that was kind of more of the vibe. But this makes it look like yay friends. So like I don't really know.
Wait, time. Who's to say? Who's to say? Time will tell. Next up.
Jofu Jose ni Exet.
A lot of X's.
Hitsuyu Desuka. A woman ends up becoming an office worker at a male brothel, beginning to change as a person as she encounters the issues of various clients and coworkers.
You know, just totally normal thing. It actually sounded bizarrely charming.
It sounded really nice. Like it sounded. The way the synopsis that I read worded it was calling it not even clients. It was calling it like male therapists. Or maybe it's male therapists and matching them with the correct clients. Blah blah blah. I was like, that's a level of saying okay. So it sounded actually really charming.
Yeah, it sounds. Listen. With these ones, you never know till you're actually watching it, but it actually kind of does sound charming. But sometimes, who's to say? You know,
sometimes
never know. It's a J-drama about a woman working at a male brothel. So let you know.
As far as the word that has a lot of X's in it, it's obvious it's censored out. So like that's because of
I'm actually mostly interested about old dude on the cup in this post. I find him very intriguing and sort of a like Yakuza like a dragon vibe to him.
I wonder if he's like the madam, the pimp.
Yeah, the pimp. You know, the brothel mister.
The head therapist.
The head therapist at the therapy office.
And I think it's just so funny, like, oops, I'm working as an office worker. Oops,
I'm a receptionist at a brothel, a thing that happens to anyone. This could happen to anyone. Okay? This could happen to anyone.
Like a title, right? Like, oops, I died. And
oops, I was reborn as the receptionist at a brothel. Like, okay, chill out. But yeah, no, it kind of looks charming.
I mean, somebody's got to answer the phones and set the appointments, right?
Like for real. Like it actually does sound like a job I'd be very well suited.
And it honestly sounds like she has to listen to the issue that the client has and like match them up with the appropriate therapist. Like that's the way that worded it.
Perfect prostitute for them. Yes. I'm telling you, I feel like I'd be really good at that job. I'd be like, yeah, man, I can hook you up. Don't worry about it. All right, moving on.
Business as usual.
It's gay.
From Korea, April 3rd. An office worker suffering from ennui. Is that the way to say
ennui?
That word? Ennui. I just usually read it. I usually don't say it.
Yeah.
And an inferiority complex has his life shaken up when his ex-boyfriend that he hasn't seen for almost a decade shows up as his new colleague. Oh no!
Oh, he's hot and successful. Oh no! Oh no!
My brain skipped ahead and read that as college, and I was like, "Hold on, a decade, and you're in college? Wait, what?" And then I was like,
Wait,
"No, office.
no.
You're in
listen,
Colleague.
we're all having a day, okay?
Come
We're
there.
all having a
I
day
caught up.
today. It happens. This one will probably be on Gaga. These always end up either.
And I think possibly on Vicky.
Yeah, it's
too.
either on like
Probably.
they're usually on Gaga and also either Vicky or Ichi. These show up,
Mhm.
so I'm
And
sure we'll be. Looking.
If it's on all three will say they're the only ones.
They're
that
the
are airing.
exclusive. Well, you know what? Gaga doesn't. Gaga's just like, yeah, man.
Okay.
Listen. We know we're not the first choice, but we got all the gay. We love Gaga here.
I do think it's funny when Aichi's like only here. It's like, buddy, I see it
I
elsewhere.
see. It's not. Listen, I love when it's like when they're like, yes, exclusive to Aichi, but I was just watching it on YouTube because I didn't realize it was on Aichi when it's like a
Yeah,
GMMTV one. I was like, oh, whoops.
Okay.
I guess. Sure.
Maybe they just mean like these subs are exclusive to our website.
Oh,
Like,
that might be
yeah.
the way.
You mean our old friend Saolak K, who subs all of the Thai stuff on IG? They're good doing work over there. But yeah, this one we'll probably see. Some more sad stuff for y'all. On April 3rd, we got Way Back Love out of Korea. A depressed woman in her mid-20s is visited by her first love, who died 6 years ago. He's now a Grim Reaper and tells her she only has 1 week to live, and the two decide to make her a bucket list.
I'm gonna watch the heck out of this. Like, I'm so
Right?
excited.
Listen, we love a good Grim Reaper moment.
Oh, yeah.
The cast is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I mean, in a sense, it could have a happy ending in a sense, right? Like if this
Maybe
was
they become a Grim Reaper couple, just
right,
Grim
like
Reaping together.
he's
Like,
already dead, so her dying
really is not that much of it's not that much of an obstacle. I'm gonna be honest. Like the obstacle is now that he's dead and she's not. I'm just who knows?
That's interesting.
Listen, we'll figure it out when we see it, I guess.
Yep.
Boop.
Curio Fan Club. April 3rd, out of Japan, 2 teens have a slight rivalry friendship formed around the fact that they are both in love with the same classmate.
This is not a classic caper.
Also, I think I read that the way the camera angles are done the whole time, you never see the object of their affection.
Yeah, I think that was from the
No.
manga as well, because it is based on a manga. So I think you
So,
never
like,
see what he looks
the dude is not the point.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
it's
that.
about the girls.
I like that.
Hence why
It's
he's
about
like shrouded in mystery in a book in the corner there.
Cool.
That's cute.
Oh.
This one looks so depressed. I watched the preview for it.
So Moo, China, April 3rd. Movie, which like this isn't necessarily coming to any streaming service, but we're gonna talk about because
I think it's actually gonna be on iQIYI from what I
Oh really?
Oh.
the preview had a little iQIYI logo. So
Ooh. A deaf man is forced to commit crimes to support his daughter who acts as his ears in the world. And yes, that is Lei.
that is Lei. That's our old friend Yi Xing down here. Looking haggard as hell in that preview, let me tell you. He looks rough in it. But he's really good at acting. So
He is.
So possibly on iQIYI, if I didn't imagine that happening. Like I didn't imagine the logo.
I'm sure it will wind up somewhere. because
Listen, it has Lei in it.
like,
Yeah, it has Lei being depressing. It'll be somewhere, Next up on April 4th, we have a nice little rom-com coming called Crushology 101. An art student finds herself in the middle between two good-looking classmates, a visual design student, and a chaebol. There was like a bit of a other prelude to this, where previous to meeting these two fellas, she was all like, "Oh, looks don't matter. I don't care what guys look like," and so she would apparently make a point of like dating normal-looking dudes. And then it said an embarrassing incident made her give that up and admit that she does like good-looking men. I was like,
Also,
okay, man.
What's additionally confusing about it is like some of the posters, and I watched a trailer, involves 4 dudes, but like the synopsis is specifically
Clearly
talking about
said
2
2 dudes.
So like
The other 2 dudes don't. Maybe the other 2 dudes love each other. Maybe it's like a bait and switch where you think it's like a full reverse harem, but it's just like, no. This is a red herring. Because, like, let's be honest, in shows like this, even doesn't matter how many dudes there are, there's only ever 2 dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the one that recently came back to Vicky, Scarlet Heart. There's a plethora of dudes, but there's really only 2 dudes. Yeah. And to be honest, there's really only 1 dude.
Also, side note, like to this. So I was rechecking through it because again I was like, was it really only 2 dudes? Because again I saw the trailer, so I was confused. And there were so many comments on the MDL.
People are really fired up.
For some reason, I assume it's youngins. We hope it's youngins. They sure seem angry about a reverse harem situation.
Yeah, they seem really angry about the concept of a reverse harem. And I'm like, okay, this is just an
I'm like, do not
classic.
quote me the deep magic. Like, you have
right?
you have to respect it.
Ma'am, sir, non-binary friends. This is just a classic fictional setup, okay? Like, let's not be mad at
and people were talking
tropes.
about if it was a guy, it'd be blah blah, or if it was a girl, like it's
Listen,
just like
clearly they've never watched anime ever. Listen. Come back to me after watching Love Hina and tell me anything about anything. All right, just be like, chill the fuck out, man.
I always find it funny when that's the argument. If it was a guy, then you wouldn't be okay. And it's like, but it's not. There's a reason why it's not. Like,
but also I would be, because here's the important thing: it's not fucking real. It's fictional.
it would not be bothering me.
This isn't a documentary.
Korean. It's not like she's going to bang all these guys. Like, it's probably not that kind of drama anyway, right? It's going to be
even
if it was.
Even if she did.
Like, what are you mad about? That they're going to tell a story? Like, don't go out there and watch, 7 First Kisses, friends, because
we and you know what? We had a grand old time watching 7 First Kisses.
That was fun.
Like, look, these people, they need to chill. They need to chill, man. Just, there's so many more important things to worry about.
It's totally fine to not like that trope. It's okay. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
But there's so much out there you can watch.
When I want some brain rot, that's
the reverse harem is a classic.
Yeah, like
it's like, listen, you're too good. You're too good for watching an average girl like somehow attract like 500 dudes. You're too good for this. Please, you're not. We all know. Listen, they doth protest too much. Show us your AO3 history, and then we'll believe you. Right? That's all I gotta say. There's nothing wrong with a little reverse harem rom-com. We're just having a good time. I totally forgot. Oh, it was me who said this one. Okay.
Yep. Karma, coming out of Korea, April 4th. Look at that cast.
Look at this cast.
Jesse is looking forward to this so much.
I believe it.
This looks insane.
I have no interest in watching this, but I want to watch them.
You respect it. You respect
it. 6 people's lives become entangled in a series of ill-fated encounters, leading them to make dangerous decisions.
Yeah. It looks tense as hell. Also, it has Kwang Soo in it.
I
know. And I love a good serious Kwang Soo role. Genuinely. He's real, guys. I know most people only know him in the comedic sense, but he's really good and dramatic. He's really good. Boop.
That's what they say. Good comedians are like make the best dramatic actors.
So this is a J-drama from 1991, I believe. Yep, 1991. The 101st Proposal. It will be coming to Netflix. So that's why we're discussing it. April 4th. It's Beauty and the Beast styled romance between a down on his luck man looking to marry a beautiful cellist who is struggling with the loss of her fiance.
Yes, if the poster wasn't enough indication, this is a drama from the 90s. It's a drama from the 90s. Netflix is really going for them deep cuts these days.
Deep cut J-dramas.
Like they must listen, a bunch of them must have just been like released from an archive
from somewhere. Yeah.
You know? Because like when I feel like when people said we want J-dramas, they weren't necessarily thinking of 1991 romance dramas, but Netflix is like, the finger has curled on the monkey's paw. You get what you get, you know? But it looks interesting. Like it looks very 90s. Take that as what you will. You know? Okay. Gulf Kanawat getting international on April 4th in the J-drama Tokyo Holiday, where he plays a Thai actor who's running out on his life and meets a woman running a sweet shop in Japan, falling for her.
Cute.
This will be interesting, and I feel like because it has him in it, it'll be picked up by someone. You know?
Well, I mean, even just the premise, right? Like it's cute. Like that screams, everything about it screams Vicky. Even down to the like English title, right? Because it's nice and easy. Like
interesting.
Kanojo ga Sore mo ai to Yobonara. April 4th, out of Japan. A single mother lives a life where she has 3 lovers in this polyamory themed romance drama.
It was very, very clear to say this is not about cheating. The synopsis is like, this isn't cheating. This isn't infidelity. They're living a polyamorous lifestyle together. And I'm just like, you know what? Of course it would be a J-drama.
Yeah, we knew it would be coming out of Japan. We knew it.
Yeah.
We knew. And here
if
it is.
you are a crushology hater, stay away.
Stay away. Like this was not even a reverse harem. This is just a straight up harem, okay? Like
harem.
she's just got dudes on dudes on dudes. And you know what? Good for her. Good for her. We are pro living your life, man. As long as you're not hurting anyone, who cares? Do what you want.
It was funny, like the way the synopsis was worded. Again, these translated synopses. The way it was worded, and even here, how we said single mother, you know, it means she's not married, but like the way the synopsis read, it was very like single mother, yada yada yada, and then it was like lover. It was just very confusing. I was like, I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean she's single. I don't really think she's single.
Yeah.
No, it's like a single mother like meets a younger man and starts up a romance with him. I'm like, cool. And then the next sentence is like, she also has 2 other lovers, but she's not cheating on them. They're living an alternate lifestyle without jealousy called polyamory. And I'm like, cool, okay.
It almost feels like that.
It takes me back to the single mother thing. I'm like,
yeah,
not really, but okay.
Good for them. Like
it almost comes across then that the single mother is to let you know that none of these guys is
the father,
the bio father, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe one of them is.
Listen, we got quite, and her tastes are so varied. Looking at these fellas on the poster, we got all sorts of age range and styles. Like, all right, pop off, queen. Like, live your life.
But I messaged Kelly. I'm like, look.
And I was like, oh.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a positive take, or you know, at least maybe neutral to positive.
Yeah, we'll take neutral. We'll
even take neutral at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing people do, and it's a lot less salacious than like people. It's
usually it's way more boring than people think.
It's a lot more boring than people think. Like, hence why there's all the polycule jokes that come out, where it's like, oh, we had a big fight fixing the chore wheel for our polycule commune. Like, that's the level of joke that polyamory comes up with. Moving on. Boop, or not. Go. Okay.
Shachi Kojin Yabo, April 4th, Japan. A man decides to devote himself to his company as a corporate slave, quote unquote, seeing his job as the main source of happiness in his life.
That bums me out a little.
The synopsis was very detailed about like being this type of worker is not very popular anymore, but he wants to be that. And it is based on a manga, and I'm like, I don't know why. Okay. Great.
Well, like, you listen, as we said, live your life, buddy. Like,
if that's the
wouldn't
thing
be
you
me.
enjoy and it keeps you from being sad about other things that you maybe would be missing in your life, I don't know. It's not for me.
It's not. I'm not living. I don't want to live that life. Not interested. But
you know,
listen, man,
good
you
for
do
you,
you.
I guess.
As we keep saying, you do you. You know.
The thing that I always wonder about folks that do choose that, like wholeheartedly choose that, I'm like, you know, the company doesn't care about you,
Yeah,
right?
you know
I hope you're aware of that.
I just
as
need
long
you
as
to
you're
know
aware
that as soon as you are inconvenient, they will get rid of you. I need you to know this. Even if you're not, they'll just. But you know what? Live your life. Live your life.
Yeah, like
Live your life.
it's totally cool. I just want you to not be surprised by that. Please do not be surprised by that.
Oh, we can't even go through a live stream without the little soapbox being screechingly pulled out of the corner. That's us living our life, you know. Here we got one called Itsuka Hero, April 6th, Japan. An orphanage director awakes from a coma after 20 years, only to find out that the orphanage is gone. He meets up with the now adult children who were once under his care to fight their corporate oppressors. This is the opposite of the last drama.
Yeah.
He was gung-ho about the corporate oppressors, but in this one, they're not a fan.
He wakes up and he's like, "You wanted to be an astronaut. Why are you doing this?"
No, I think it's more a like corporation fraudulently bought out the land and knocked down the orphanage situation. I think that's more
kind of teams up with the former kids.
Okay.
I suppose they're not former orphans. I feel like they're probably still technically orphans, but they were formerly his orphans. Okay, let's just move on here.
Can I Seiden Kintojin Season 2. April 6th, Japan. Season 2 of the historical drama following a woman learning to be a kimono salesman. Okay.
Seems like chill vibes.
Yeah,
it looked like season 1 was a lot about like marrying a certain type of dude that would even allow her to do this possibly. Like it was kind of like this. It seemed more like the setup to this.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
she looks happy. Looks cute.
She looks like she enjoys selling kimonos. Good for her.
It probably has lots of prettiness in it.
Like I'm sure there's lots of beautiful fabric. Yeah, nice hairstyles, that sort of thing.
And I do think it's a period drama.
Yes, it is. It is. It did say it was a historical situation.
Sai, April 6th, Japan. A chameleon-like man appears before various people, bringing disaster with him. Like each time he shows up, he seems like a very different type of person.
Yeah.
And then like bad stuff then befalls each person differently. Like it seems very intense.
I feel like the poster really did indicate that it is a thriller, but it is a thriller.
In case.
I feel like the poster really got the vibe that it was going for on this one. Next up, we got a daily drama, Catch Your Luck, from April 7th, Korean daily drama. This follows a miserly, money-obsessed man who seeks money even at the expense of his loved ones and friends.
120 episodes.
Yeah, but it's like they're half an hour episodes, and it's every day. of the
Yeah,
month.
but about landlord shenanigans.
Yeah,
Right,
listen, this isn't really marketed to us. I'm a big
I mean, the cast is great.
Yeah.
Like I will say,
And I
the
mean-
cast is great.
Poster-wise, it has real, like, kind of heisty vibes to it. So,
the
like,
synopsis did not support
no.
that. No.
no, it feels like maybe it could be people who fight back against his miserliness situation.
No, it seemed mostly about him screwing up his old classmates' chicken shop by being his landlord. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm
It didn't
sure
sound-
he'll have a coming around at some point. They always do, but
yeah.
Like they didn't even give us a dog or a small child that was cute. Like it's just very like,
Yeah.
oh, money. Okay.
yeah. I'm sure
that's
it'll
a
be fine.
lot.
Yeah. I don't think we're the audience for this one.
No.
I'm sure there is an audience for it. I don't think it's us, and that's okay.
Though
That's
can
fine.
you imagine? Okay, daily drama. So like, if this is what all the like Ajumas are watching or something, like you can imagine that they just hate that character. Like they probably enjoy,
But it's
like
it's
bad
it
mouthing
says-
that character.
It says it's at 8:30 p.m., which means that it's like a daily like
But an
sitcom
evening?
style drama,
Yeah.
like an evening drama.
Okay, the whole family like sitting there.
The whole
bad-mouthing.
family likes bad mouthing this dude, I guess.
If this was a daily drama, like a fake daily drama in a different kind of drama, that actor would get like accosted in the supermarket and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the old ladies would like smack him and
Yeah.
things, right?
Amanda keeps getting the Japanese title.
Yeah.
I feel like we all do. There's been a lot of Japanese.
Yeah, listen, it's a real J drama heavy month this month.
Odoyo Shinde Kurenai Ka. April 7th, Japan. 3 women in unhappy marriages become even closer friends when one of them tells the others that she murdered her husband.
When I read that synopsis and I looked at this poster, I was like, we got us a Goodbye Earl situation.
Right? We support women's rights
and
women's
women's
wrongs.
wrongs. Okay.
That's
They-
actually what I wrote in the spreadsheet for this.
Yeah.
drama.
This I will say this one does feel like one that will be a while if anyone ever picks it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
But,
is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because Nez, you get it. Welcome, Nez. You understand. You understand. Exactly. Boop.
New Recruit season 3, which like I didn't even know about season 1 and 2, and I
No,
even saw
never
some
heard of it.
people saying kind of in the comments below, and they might have meant international platform wise. I'm not sure it has come over to international platforms yet, season 1 and season 2, but it is season 3 of New Recruit, April 7th, Korea. Season 3 of this comedy series following military recruits in the Korean army. To be clear, this is a drama. This is not a variety show.
No,
This
yeah.
main
I think it's
character is in all of the seasons. It's
I
a
think it's like a
whole-
sitcom style
yeah.
situation.
Cool.
Yeah. I from what I could gather, and this poster supports this statement. It seemed like it was just very hijinks.
Yes.
Probably not super realistic to the military experience, you know.
Right.
Sure.
But here we are. This one, however, is a variety show. It doesn't have a poster yet, so I just put the main dude in it. Street food vendor, April 8th, Korea. It's a cast of celebrities traveling around Korea to showcase the various street food options in the country. These are usually
I think they went to Spain.
they go to Spain.
Oh.
Never mind, they
I'm
go to
gonna-
Spain.
I think I didn't
Listen.
check that right. So at least in what was written on MDL, it says
You don't see
Spain to introduce Korean food. See, that's
Okay,
Same
listen,
thing.
as I said, for anyone who's been here the whole time, I am very sick today. So,
that's fine. You're
please
fine. And I didn't
ignore
catch it.
so
I didn't catch it either.
They go to Spain. They're not going around Korea.
But
They're going
but they showcase Korean food. So like,
so that let's just move past my
you're fine.
shame.
Jinji no Hitomi, April 8th, Japan, a slice of life comedy following office workers.
It was a very slim picking synopsis wise on this one. So,
listen, Japanese slice of life,
office comedy.
like
What
yeah.
more do you need?
Okay.
What more do you need? Boop.
The Young and the Ruthless, April 9th, Thailand. A remake of the 2010 Lacorn featuring a woman who was raised as a man whose real family goes searching for her to inherit the family fortune. However, the man helping her regain her place is seeking revenge against her family.
A classic Lacorn setup situation.
Seriously.
And I through MDL links, I'm assuming this is accurate because there was no synopsis on this, but it said
The
it
new
was
one.
the original story. So I went to
Yeah.
click the old one. So listen, it could not be, but if that's the case, MDL lied. Okay, wasn't on us. Wasn't on us. All right, we were led astray.
But all I have to say is whenever and the same thing with the one in 2010, the posters are always like the guy is like the main focal point of the poster, and I'm like, but the synopsis is very much
Very
sounds
much
like
about
it
the
should be about the
woman.
girl. Like, okay,
Listen, unless this, I don't think this is the case. Unless this is the greatest, friggin'
Raised as a
cross
man.
dress you've ever seen
Right.
in your life.
That's what I was actually checking. I was like,
Because like
I
it
know,
is time,
I'm
so it is
sort of like-
possible.
Looking to see if like the girl behind him is him, like if it's the same face.
Yeah,
but
like
it doesn't
listen,
look like it is.
I don't think that's the
See,
case.
right? Like
we're saying what we wanted though, because that would be
Yeah,
great.
that would be incredible if it was like the most butch cross dress you've ever seen in your life.
But you know, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, she was raised as a boy, but like we're never gonna even talk about that again. Like
Right.
onward with whatever. Like, okay, it's fine.
All right, man. All right. We have a movie coming out of Korea on April 9th called Galatea. And it is a sci-fi omnibus following 5 AI-related stories. And when I talk about AI, I don't mean the bullshit language learning models that aren't actually AI and ruining, not Gen AI. I'm talking about robots, my friends. It's about robots. This is just about robots. Okay, the fun AI, not the shitty AI. What's actually AI? It's intelligent robots. Anyway, it looks interesting.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
yeah.
Boop. That's not the right
Blue.
poster. My apologies.
Oh. Okay. Well, Blue, April 9th, Korea, a movie. A man receives a lung transplant from his father who committed a hit-and-run accident right before the surgery. Struggling with his own guilt, he seeks out the daughter of the man his father killed.
It does have
Lee Soo-hyuk
Lee
in it.
Soo-hyuk in it, yeah, as the titular sad man. But yeah, this is the wrong poster.
The poster is really just two people looking sad at each other.
Yeah, they're just
so you know.
sad.
Like you're not missing much. It really isn't that much different. It's really just
it's not
sad
really
looking.
that dramatic of a poster, but I actually remember what this poster was from. It was from the cult one last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this was the poster, then the vibe is very,
It's a
very different
different
than
vibe.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, no.
Right?
This is a very different. This is from a crime show or a crime movie that came out on Netflix. This is not about. That's my bad. That's my bad.
You're fine. You're fine.
This is bound to happen. Is it me again or?
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
Keon's Bizarre B&B, April 8th, Korea. You notice how we're only on April 8th? Just saying that out loud.
Just putting this out there.
Yeah. Keon 84 runs an eclectic B&B on Lingdo Island in this variety show. And it sounds like it's very like shenanigans,
but chill.
Competition and chill. Like it sounds interesting.
Fun.
We have
it will be on Netflix. I wanted to say.
Yes, this will be on Netflix. As will this next one, Thai movie called Frozen Hot Boys. Curious title. This comes out on April 10th. It's Thai. A teacher at a juvenile detention facility convinces her teen charges to enter a snow sculpting contest in Japan. I have a few suspension of disbelief question. With
Like
this
giving delinquents like sharp
no,
objects.
that whatever. They have shop class in juvie. Whatever.
Okay.
My thing is, one, where are you getting snow? But two, how are you getting into Japan with a criminal record? This is my one query. But maybe the movie will explain this all and more. But that's coming out on April 10th. So that is a movie. What are they? Yeah, that's my question. Now, what are they using to practice? Sand? Like, technically, you could, I guess. But
well, I mean, they have
sand sculpting competition.
Some indoor, like
that's true.
Like
they're at a juvenile. They're at a juvenile detention, though. Where's the? I'm sure it's not a well-funded. We're asking too many questions for a movie that we'll have to check out to find out. You know,
for a movie that's Frozen Hot Boys.
That's called Frozen Hot Boys. We're really looking too deeply into this. Really.
Avenues of the Diamond, April 11th, out of the Philippines. Looks very pretty. A kind university student has her life upended when her parents inform her she is having an arranged marriage.
Now, listen, I just need to point out that it did reference that the source of this was Wattpad.
And it's like the fourth installation of a series.
Wattpad series. So take with that as you will. I just, just putting that out there, just giving people the information.
Maybe they will.
Maybe they will. Who knows? Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn. Matter Sono Jiken Watashi ga Hanen Desu. April 11th, Japan. A genius is born at her top school. She meets a murder suspect and through him becomes interested in the world of crime. After murder occurs at her school, she becomes related to a series of ongoing serial killings.
Okay.
And with Japan, you never know where this can go. Like,
truly,
you just have no clue.
Truly, like
it's Japan. It could be revealed in the last scene of the last episode that she's the serial killer.
Yeah, like listen,
you'd be like,
they go hog wild. They go hog wild. They'll make anything. They'll make any story. And you know what? Kudos. Right? Kudos to them for that. They're just like, we are not limited by public opinion or social mores. Exactly. We'll make whatever.
Whereas when it's Korea doing this type of story, it's like you suspect. You suspect, but sometimes you're proved wrong. But Japan is like, you don't even try to guess. It's like no clue.
No, you never know. You never know what hog wild shit's about to happen. Never know.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have another crime-related J-drama. Shocking. Shishonen Sosakuhan Keita Shinjitsu. On April 11th, Japanese, a cop's wife disappears and a journalist is found dead. However, after the police refuse to investigate this, the cop resigns from the force and forms his own missing persons team. He's finding missing people outside of the law. That seems like not really that crazy thing to do. I feel like there's internet sleuths who do that too.
That's this just takes me back to that Office one where we were saying your job doesn't care about you. His job won't do their literal job. They don't care about him that much.
Rough. That's rough, buddy. I don't think we'll see this one picked up. I got the vibe check sometimes where it's just like sometimes you see a synopsis for one and you're like, nah.
But it absolutely feels like something that could be on Netflix, but the fact that it's not already announced for Netflix suggests that it may not show up somewhere.
But it sounds like it would Jesse solidly.
It definitely
very much so, yeah.
Unless the cops are too frustrating, which is possible.
Well, listen, if the cops are shitty, but it's pointed out
believable
those are shitty cops, that's a different thing than the cops being shitty, but people pretend that they're not shitty in the story because that is
as long as the cop who's forming his own missing persons team, as long as he and his team are good at what they do. The other crappy cops can be crappy cops, right? Like,
Is it me? No, it's you,
It's
Amanda.
it's me. Yep. How to make millions before grandma dies. April 12th, out of Thailand, a man becomes his grandmother's primary caregiver in hopes that she'll leave all her money to him when she dies. It came out in 2024, but it's just coming out to Netflix now. So
Yeah, it has Bilkin in it, and he's just an
Mhm.
absolutely incredible actor. So like, and I
Is he the main guy?
Yeah, he's the main guy.
Yeah.
And also, it's like won a bunch of awards, and everyone who watched it was like, "This was the best movie I've ever seen." So like,
Yeah.
so I hear it's good.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sorry, it takes a bit. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Resident Playbook, April 12th, Korea, follows the friendships and tribulations of new medical residents in the obstetrics. I don't know how to say that word ever.
Obstetrics.
Obstetrics department of a medical center. This is the spin-off from Hospital Playlist, in case you can't tell that.
I raised my eyebrows not to indicate you should talk, but to indicate that I was excited for you specifically, because I know you were excited about this one.
Because so this one was supposed to release last year and it didn't. So like, yay, we get to see it. Yay. And it's also been announced, I think, that you know, the band from Hospital Playlist, like the actual actors that form that band, they will be on the OST for this too.
Oh, nice!
Yay! Like that's all fun.
You know what, Nez? I disagree, and the reason I say this is because I don't think there's going to be any bomb-related, murder-related. I think it's just going to be. It's like very normal situations that normal people get into, but just done, you know, cutely. Whereas Grey's Anatomy, it started that way.
Grey's Anatomy had touching moments of friendships,
Yeah.
though.
And
like,
it's like,
if you focus on that aspect,
it did start out that way, and then it just kept having to make more and more exciting things, and it just got more and more ridiculous as time went on.
Did they finally stop Grey's Anatomy? Are they
I
still?
don't know.
I don't think so. I think it might still be on.
I literally haven't watched it in like 8 years.
No, me neither.
Genuinely
It's been a
have no
long
idea.
time.
Like, I think the last I saw was like, I wasn't even still watching, but it was just like on TV.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy started that way. Yeah,
where there was like a plane crash. That's the last I remember.
I remember back when I was in college, JD and myself, back when I was in college, one of my roommates was like way into it. And
I used to watch it with my roommate in college.
Like, I remember all the friendship aspect and the like touching aspects of the patients and stuff. I was like, oh, like there were like, some of the plots and stuff.
If I'm remembering the timeline correctly, I think it started the year I was a freshman in university. So
it was like a mid-season replacement series. The first season, I think, was like a half season.
Yeah, and so like I remember watching that with my roommate Roxanne. You know, holla Roxanne. I know she's not watching us, but but we used to watch Grey's Anatomy on our we had a tiny little television. It was very small. Next up, we got yet another. We're only on April 12th. This is a ridiculous month, by the way. Nande Watashi ga Kamisekyo. It's a J drama again. A high school teacher trying to mind her business finds herself plunged into the middle of the lives of her troublemaking students against her will. I get it. You know what, girl? I get it. She just wants to clock in, clock out, go home. But these kids keep getting up to some nonsense. And she don't want to be part of it, but she is.
Yep.
Understandable.
Midnight Yatai Labono. April 12th, out of Japan, follows a chef who lost his sense of taste and a monk who can't cook but has incredible taste buds as they run a nighttime food stall.
I wish it was
Doesn't
gay.
that sound lovely?
It does sound lovely. I wish it was gay. It does
maybe platonic, you know.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen, dudes can be friends, I guess. It's better if they kiss, but whatever. You know, like whatever. Yeah, this was very slice of life chill vibes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Caster, April 13th, Japan, follows the team of socially conscious news program who aims to pursue hidden truths. Look like hard-hitting news,
hard-hitting journalism
drama.
uncovering, I'm sure, a lot of political corruption, corporate shenanigans, that sort of thing. The vibes. The head newscaster looks like a harried, like, he's too old for this shit type. Like I feel like it's got the classic setup. All right, let's see what's up next. We have another season 2 of Variety Show coming out of Korea on April 13th. Fresh Off the Sea, season dose. Season 2 of the Variety Show, where celebrities work cook food in a seaside village, doing various part-time jobs around town.
Koreans really love to watch their celebrities be average, like do average jobs,
do stuff, cook.
We just want to watch you do stuff.
And so do I. Right. So, right? You know what? Like, I used to love 3 meals a day. I actually would take some of their I make this like peanut noodle thing that I adapted from a 3 meals a day episode. So
nice.
I like it too. I like watching people just doing stuff.
I think Lee Jae-wook is on this cast for this season.
I do believe he is. Yeah. Yeah. Boop.
Dr. Asura, April 16th, Japan. An emergency room doctor with incredible skills saves lives in a hectic hospital.
Yep.
You can tell it's hectic because look at how she's
look at how fast she's moving. Look at how fast her hands are going.
Yeah, celebrities usually are pretty no matter what they do.
That's true. That's true. That's kind of like
their thing.
Part of what got them to the celebrity thing, eh?
Yeah.
Kwaiwa Yami, April 16th, Japan. 2 journalists meet over a murder scene. Their lives and emotions becoming entangled as the female journalist slowly begins to suspect that her new friend might be more involved in the murder than he says.
Dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a classic, And since it's from Japan, he could actually be the murderer. If this was
Korean, the whole time you could think it. The whole time you could think it though. Like they could really get you super.
They could really get you good. They could really get you good. This one.
I was gonna say, and there's no promise that anyone comes out alive of those shows.
No.
You have no clue.
This one I'm super excited for. It looks fun. The Haunted Palace. It's a Korean drama coming out on the 18th. The government official's body becomes possessed by a monster. Ooh. The granddaughter of a shaman and his first love comes to the palace haunted by ghosts and demons to try to rid him and the palace of their possession. But look how pretty this poster is. But also, he's got a tail.
But also, it looks so silly. Like the vibe.
I love a good comedic saga. Okay.
Yeah, you really you like the like heavy comedy on those.
I do. I like everything, so I can't really be like.
You know what? With this plot, I prefer a super comedic take on that plot too, right? Like as opposed to the like really heavy dark. Everybody's dying.
Mirror the Witch wasn't a good vibe for you? No, I like it. I like it depressing. I like it not depressing.
Like Jesse was really wanting it to be like, the dark side. So,
but I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be involved. Yeah, I think that's probably the vibe that is going for Ned. Sort of like a comedy with horror elements. But don't worry, for you horror fans, there's a movie coming up later down on this list that also mighty exciting.
Not this.
Not this. Later in the list.
First Love, April 18th, out of Korea. A music-themed miniseries following Young Love.
I'm sure the teen set will enjoy this.
Mm-hmm. Quite.
It looks cute.
It does.
Cute.
Yeah, but now for something completely different.
Mamono. Memono. I can't say it. April 18th, Japan. I've been up since like 4 this morning.
Sky and I are having a
man-
rough day. Okay.
Yeah. A man suspected of domestic violence begins to seduce the lawyer hired to defend him in court.
Yeah, this looks messy. This looks
Girl,
messy
come
as
on
hell.
now.
Well, I'm
Japan.
assuming. Listen, I'm
Japan.
assuming she doesn't believe he did it. Like, I gotta
Hope. Jeez.
I gotta hope. But we'll see. We'll see. Whew. Okay, this one I'm also really excited for. Heavenly Ever After, April 19th. K-drama, Sunsuku, he's back. Not in a horror, not in a thriller, but in a romance. A woman arrives in heaven looking the elderly age she was when she died, only to find her husband waiting for her, but looking like he did in his 30s. And apparently the world crafted in this, you can pick what you look like, but her husband had always told her that she was so beautiful no matter what age she was. So she was like, I'm just going to be the age I was when I died, when I go to heaven. So then they have a lovely, listen, this is the ultimate age gap romance. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
We got 80-something-year-old woman. We got Sunsuku playing a 30-year-old. He's in his 40s,
And we know he can sell that. Like,
oh, he can sell it.
Yeah.
He can sell it. And like,
For
listen,
sure.
I always love the fact that he's acting as though he's in his 30s. This man's in his mid-40s. It's fine. We're all having a good time, okay? It looks cheerful. It looks cute.
I bet I'm gonna be for reals though. I bet it's gonna make people cry.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet it's gonna be a little heart rending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
Cry
I'm here.
and angry because there's going to be a lot of people who are very, very upset to see him with like an old lady, and you're just going to be like,
we're gonna be like, get it, Grandma, get it. Listen. We're fine
could
with
not
this.
pick a generic
No,
plot to save
he
his
couldn't.
life. Like
He couldn't pick a
just
boring
will not.
role if there was a gun to his
refuses.
head. He'd be like, nah, I don't wanna. I'm just an
Which
interesting
good
man.
for him. Like I like the
And
idea of him doing what he wants to do. You know,
She's always so brilliant. Like, she is so
She's
good.
wonderful. I'm very excited for this one. Ever since like they announced it and I read the synopsis, I was like, yes, absolutely yes. Oh, this one I'm excited for too. It looks cute.
Is it your turn, Amanda?
Yep.
It's Amanda.
Musashi no Rondo. April 19th, out of Japan, a man in love with his 10 years senior neighbor seeks to escape the little brother zone with urgency when another man appears to try to court her.
I love a good Noonas romance. What can I
Mhm.
say?
It's a
Okay.
pretty poster too.
Yeah. And listen,
So
the simp energy coming off of this poster
mhm.
really appealing to me. Really appealing to me. I love a good simp in my fiction. Okay. Is that a crime? Is it a crime to enjoy a delicious, succulent Chinese meal? Moving on.
Anata wo Yubata Sono Hikara. April 21st, Japan. A woman seeking revenge against a businessman for the death of her daughter kidnaps his daughter with the plan of killing her. However, things go wrong with the plan.
Seems like a bad plan.
Right.
Seems like a bad plan. Seems like a.
It's not his daughter's fault, lady. Like,
Yeah. Well, I think the rationale is I want to make him feel like he made me feel.
I absolutely
but like,
get the rationale. It's
but like,
not her fault.
yeah, it's not the kid's fault. Yeah.
But it sure, the way I read the synopsis, it sounded a lot like she kind of accidentally kidnapped, and then she was going to try to take slight advantage, and then like she's at war with herself about, like, she does have more. To me, the synopsis read like she wasn't immediately going to do horrific things, like it.
Right.
Yeah, but she was at war with herself because of all of this stuff. Like, it was very.
I mean, you can definitely see the situation where the kid just thinks they're sort of like on a fun vacation kind of concept, while meanwhile dad is losing his mind, right? Which gets done what you wanted to do. So.
Ameku Takao no Suiri Karte. A carefree yet brilliant internist gains both the ire and interest of her coworker, and the two grow closer while investigating a mysterious cause of illness centering around a baked goods company. That poster
It
really
sounded
shows
cute.
the poster really what I gotta say is that this poster really shows everything you need to know. It's like you've got the medical stuff. She's holding the offending baked good. The vibes, like it's got it all. Okay, it's this is we perfectly.
Is he giving simp energy?
He's giving like intrigued energy. I don't know if it's quite simp, but it is just like, what the hell is going on here? This one looks fun.
Mm-hmm. Bullet Train Explosion. It's a movie out of Japan, April 23rd, a remake of the 1975 film following a conductor of a bullet train who gets a call from someone saying they've hidden a bomb on the train.
Look at this stern gentleman.
So this will be on Netflix.
Yeah.
I do want to bring out just a couple of tidbits about this stuff. It will be the 50th anniversary of the original film this summer, so that's kind of why timing of this. Also, the original film is what inspired the American 1994 film Speed. In case you,
I was gonna say, the bomb seems familiar. If the train goes below.
Yeah, and train slows down. Oh.
And the director of this new one, he has previously worked on Shin Godzilla, which that was kind of like the lauded Godzilla before this most recent, this most recent one that everyone like super fell in love with. But like Shin Godzilla was like epically good. So just saying, everyone has really high hopes for this, just given the past of everything.
I'm struggling with you telling us that it's the 50th year anniversary of it because it came out in 1975, and I'm like, that was not that long ago, but I also came out in 1975, so and I know how old I am, so it tracks.
You're like, no, that's unfortunately unfortunately accurate. It was like when my mom had a physical therapist who came. She's like, he's an old man. He's like 73 or something. And I'm like, Mom, you're like 72. And she was like, shut up. You're out of the will. You're out of the will. Yeah. Okay. Boop.
Whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Go.
Yeah, Dong the Snitch. April 23rd, Korea. This is a film. So like this isn't necessarily coming to any platform at the moment, but we just want to talk about it because like the cast is really, really cool looking. A group of narcotics cops and their informant find themselves at the center of a conspiracy when a new dangerous type of drug begins to circulate.
Korea's war on crime and continues. War on drugs.
And if you think that's Kang Ha-neul, you are correct.
It's correct. That is Kang Ha-neul. I do love a good Kang Ha-neul moment. Next up, we have Jinshin no Ato Day on April 24th out of Japan. It's a 4-episode anthology series following the 30 years after the Hanshin Awaji earthquake in 1995. When I read that was like 30 years, I had the same thing that Amanda just had for the bullet train. I was like, 30 years, 95, that can't. Oh no.
Oh no.
Correct.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's actually an accurate. It's 2025, isn't it? Oy vey.
Parapi Kome the movie. April 25th, Japan. It's a movie. It's a movie sequel to the 2023 series following a reborn general adapting to modern day Tokyo.
Normally we would not include this one. However, this had one big thing in it that made us include this movie because it's not coming to Netflix or anything, and that is our boy Dean's in it. Our boy Dean Fujioka's in it. So that's literally if it doesn't like if he's in it, we include it, even though we're not going to be able to see this for years.
The rule of Dean.
The rule of Dean. If Dean's in it, we include it. Like, listen,
that's just the way it works.
We're Dean Sips. What can we say? We like a good Dean moment. Okay.
Otona ni Nate Mo, April 26th. Okay.
It's not
Korea.
It's Japan. It's Japan.
Japan. That is Japan.
Oh man.
We couldn't catch everything. We did so many of these dramas, in case you can't tell. Anyway, a woman excited to be propositioned by another attractive woman finds herself confused instead when she discovers the woman is actually already married to a man.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, bisexuals exist.
Exactly. People be bi.
Yeah. So that's on the 26th. I feel like this.
I'm
this
excited
is
for that.
Well, it says it's coming out on Hulu, so
Yeah, so I'm hoping.
Okay.
chance. But
Hoping
otherwise,
internationally.
this will probably be on Gaga. at some
Gaga.
point. Yeah, this is real Gaga energy. And here we go. All right, you wanted some straight horror demons? Worry not. Okay, Madong Suk's got you covered. This is actually a movie. It should have the movie thing, but it doesn't. Holy Night, the Demon Hunters, April 30th. It's a Korean film. Listen, the cast of this crazy. A team of demon hunters are tasked by a psychiatrist to help her sister who's been possessed. I'm down. Listen, anything possession, demon shit, I'm there.
And anything
Madong
Madong Suk.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
like
Madong
I'm there.
Suk, right?
Solhyun, I'm there. It's literally everything about this is just like, oh, we made this for Natalia. Here you go. And I said, well, thank you.
yes,
Thank
it
you.
is him.
Yes, it's our favorite.
He is precious.
He's our
He
precious
is.
sweet bean. He loves Hello Kitty. He loves his wife, and he loves being the big, strong dude in horror movies. I'm here for it.
You know what would be a great combination? Him and Jason Momoa in something. Because Jason Momoa can also give that weird, like, I just saw an interview with him. He crocheted matching sweaters for him and Jack Black for the Minecraft movie.
Of course. Why
Like,
not?
I just could see them sitting and having like girly tea together. You know what I mean? Like
listen, it was recently Madong Suk's birthday, and his company posted his birthday celebration videos. It was Hello Kitty themed as always, because he loves Hello Kitty. He and I share that together. I'm very excited for this one. It's coming out on the 30th. Pumped. Boop. Speaking of pumped.
Pump up the healthy love. April 30th, out of Korea, a health freak gym owner comes head to head with a travel agency planner who loves food.
I'm on her side already.
Yeah, right.
An NG moment, which we love.
Mhm.
We love good
We do.
NG moment.
We do. I think next are our TBAs on dates. We've been told they're coming in April. And one of these, I better not have been lied to, is all I have to say.
It'll be the last one.
It's the last
by
one.
the way.
By the way, yes.
Is it my turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
My stubborn. Yay. To be announced this month, this coming month, supposedly. Thailand, an enemies to lovers office rom-com following 3 queer couples.
And one of them's a lesbian couple. Not just
Which of
not
course
just one.
couldn't picture those, but
Yeah.
Well, I could have sworn I put up a poster that had the lesbian.
no, it's not.
couple in.
No. I'm not blaming you at all.
No, but I'm like looking at this, and this is not the poster.
I thought
I
that was the
remember
only one I
putting it.
saw.
Weird.
Weird.
Maybe I was looking at several different ones. It's fine. My sweetheart John, that's right. We've got a saint moment, and he's back, baby.
Ooh.
He's back in gay town again. After causing trouble with a mafia son's girl, a young man is sent to the countryside by his father, where he meets a kind and possibly sexy young village head.
Hey.
Did I just hear some bisexual rap again? I kind of just.
I
heard
think you
some.
might have. Listen, listen, there's a lot of bisexuals who don't call themselves bisexuals in Thai BL. Like, there's
Yeah,
a lot
just
of dudes who did date women who suddenly are really into men, and that's fine. We love it. We love that for them.
To get her out of April, a lesbian dating reality show out of Korea. That
Love it. I
sounds-
think it's by the same thing that did His Man. I think it's the same,
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think so. Yes.
Makes sense.
but the lesbian version. We love to see it.
I like the way that it's to get her, but it's also together. Like it.
Mhm.
But ooh, it's a
Good
little
job.
pun. It's a little English pun. We love it.
Ignite Hono Muhumono
Mhm.
from Japan. An idealistic lawyer finally finds a job at what he thinks is a proper law firm, only to discover his fellow lawyers all engage in dubious means to get clients.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mhm.
Womp womp. This one looks like a whole lot of mess, okay? Whole lot of mess. Tannen Miman Shinai Naru Utomashi Anata. A woman finds herself step siblings with the man she loved as a child. When an incident happens at his engagement party, she finds it harder and harder to keep her love a secret. The taboo, the forbidden romance. Listen, it's not my thing. I'm not into this.
But also,
Yeah,
I think
somebody will be.
I think what helps the storytelling is like the dark, like possibly murdery
Yeah.
aspects of this
Yeah.
makes it like more interesting as opposed to being
this isn't a
strictly,
rom-com, you know,
like
Well,
will they,
also
won't they, blah blah blah, and that's all we ever talk about. It's more like, well, kind of looks like someone
They
got
shouldn't.
shaped. Like that's
They shouldn't. Will they? Won't they? I hope not. Yeah.
But it also, the way it's worded anyway, kind of has the vibes that she loved him as a child, and then
No,
you
the
know, a
synopsis
decade
was,
later,
No,
No?
I was a
Okay.
little generous with my translation. The
Fair,
synopsis
okay.
was very much
Gotcha.
she's secretly in love with her stepbrother type situation. It's not my thing. Like it's not my vibe, but like you do listen, as we said, Japan will make anything. Okay? They do not hinder themselves.
I just want to say it's a cool looking poster.
It is a good poster. It is a good
It is a
poster.
very cool poster.
Because it kind of looks like he's the one making her stab him. I like it. There's a lot going on. It evokes.
Mm-hmm.
What does it evoke? I think that's a personal question. And finally, I swear to God, if this next one is not out when they said it was, I'm gonna have words.
The next prince. April, Korea, gay. A young man discovers he's secretly the heir to a royal throne and is taken back to his home country by his new bodyguard to be forced to take his place as a prince.
Listen.
Oh no.
Listen. It's been 84 years.
Okay? How long has it been? How many years has it been?
I think this was announced like 2 years ago. Like they put out the first preview and then they made another one. And then they just had like their company had like their big like, oh, here's all the stuff we're putting out this year. And this was like, oh yeah, and the next Prince is coming in April. It's not Korean. This is Thai. Listen, Nez, what you gotta know, Nez.
Like they're Thai and they get taken back to Korea?
This is Thai. Listen, Nez, I had like a stomach bug and I was
and I didn't catch it either.
So like listen. I had a rough day. There's more typos than normal. This is Thai.
We apologize. We
apologize. Let me just do this for any future
for the people who are watching it later.
Yeah, we're just gonna move this right
here.
This
says we love you anyway. Thank you. We did try. I went through and I checked this stuff, but I can't find everything.
Yeah,
we're humans.
Come here. There. This is a Thai drama, actually.
There you go.
There, it's actually a Thai drama. Don't worry about it. Okay, and that's it for this. We're now on to K-pop. This one will go a little bit quicker. Sky's been up since 4 a.m, and I am very sick. So we're gonna just speed through these ones if that's cool with everyone. Okay. All right. Okay.
We're gonna start over with me.
Yep.
So J1, April 2nd. They are a Japanese group. They're doing a Japanese release. Mm-hmm. Wild Blue, April 2nd. I think they're a Japanese group as well.
They are a Japanese group as well, yes. Next up, we got Solar. We love anytime Mama moves, soloists have something going on. We down on April 2nd. And we have a debuting girl group called Hana. I love that one of them is so much taller than the rest of them.
Yeah.
I love the outfits. Love them.
She's the Chanyeol of this group. She's just like, I love it. I'm a fan. That's April 2nd. Okay.
Okay, we've got a debut coming on April 2nd, a group called Close Your Eyes. And we've got Stella Jang coming back on April 3rd. Yay!
There's a
So
lot of
good.
there's a lot of debuts this month, like more than
Yes.
normal. More than normal.
All right.
That,
Zykers, April 4th, and Gina, April 4th as well.
these are not debuts.
Not debuts.
Not debuts. They've been around for a little while.
Releases, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My sweet boy, Mark Lee has another.
As if he
comeback on
wasn't
April
busy
7th.
enough.
Listen, but they work this man like a dog. Okay, like I don't know how he.
I hope he
Doesn't
makes
collapse.
money.
Yeah,
I
I hope
hope
he's
he makes
making
a lot of
fucking bank. Okay, because he's working too
better.
hard to be poor. You know.
Like him and 10, like as far as
Ju-
the amount of subunits,
Yeah.
they need to be making
They're
money.
everywhere. They're everywhere. More debuts. Did you, Amanda?
You? Is it? Okay. Debut, Unname, You Name, April
Unnamed.
7th. And If I,
Mhm.
April 8th.
Sometimes I'm a little skeptical of some of these group names, but I like If I. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
So,
do too.
Unname, I wish to point out that this group actually started as there was a drama, like a miniseries drama, so then the people in that drama asked to actually be made into an actual
that's
group.
fun.
So,
fun.
I am actually really interested. And so, as far as when they were deciding the name thing, so, that's, and I think I don't remember the name of the drama was very much like just debut idols or something. Like it was a very kind of generic type title to the drama. So it sounded very, very fascinating to me. So it made me want to go watch the little drama that they did, see what happened there and why they thought that was fun enough to want to be a
Keep
group.
going.
So,
Good for them.
and I thought that If I was a cool name.
It was
too.
a cute
Yeah,
name,
I like
right? I like it. Like sometimes I look at some of these names, I'm like, come on, man. But If I like it. It's cute because,
I like the kind of vibe of the almost like punk princess in the center with these girls all with their long hair, and she's just got her cute little hair.
her little
The vibe is fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Daesung, April 8th, yay! And Kim Sung Jung, April 8th as well.
Nice.
We got Ampersand 1 on April 8th. And we got J pop group OWV on April 9th.
Okay.
Boop.
We've got Jane Ross on April 9th. And also on April 9th, Trends with are they Japanese?
No, they're doing a Japanese release.
They're doing a Japanese release. Yeah. Okay, that's what
right. Yeah, and Jane Ross used to be part of Brave Girls, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rollin'. InChive, April 9th, and WHIB, April 9th as well.
Is it WHIB? Because I always just go Wib. Because I just
Man,
think cute.
I don't know.
Wib. Every time I see their name, I'm like, oh, it's Wib. I don't think I've ever even listened to them, but I'm just like, Wib, what a cute name. Wib. Oh, here we go. All right. KIK50, Kikso, I don't know, and Serenade. And Serenade is Alexa's new stage name.
Oh,
yeah, she's going to be debuting this month-ish or so.
As her
so
new
this
persona.
is her new stage name.
This is her new persona.
She
new
is
company.
now out of prison from the
she's out of the
company.
Not actual prison. She was
Yeah.
in a dungeon.
Sorry.
The dungeon of her company. So she's listen. New year, new name. Who dis?
So just today they dropped the announcement that they're gonna have this collab song. So
yeah, this was a last minute addition to this.
Yes.
Probably about 10 minutes before we went live, I was putting it in.
Okay, we've got 82 Major on April 14th and NCT Wish on April 14th.
I like that the composition of these two images are very similar, but the energies are completely different.
Yeah.
like the 82 major one has like almost sinister energy to it, doesn't it? Like it has toxic BL.
Comparatively, if you had it by itself, I'm not sure you would think
Yeah,
that.
but it's got almost like toxic BL poster energy.
Yes.
That's true.
Maybe that's just because I just finished watching Secret Relationships, but like maybe I'm just like toxic BL pilled right now. All right, moving on. Is it
Miai? Isn't it my turn?
Yeah.
Miai, April 16th, Japanese release. And Super Junior LSS, April 18th.
Okay.
We got more debuts. Sweet CH Sweet Chit. Anyway, a new boy group coming out on April 20th. They got some 4 fellas in there. And then you've also got Fave Me on April 22nd. Very really going for that Gen Z audience, I guess. I do like the styling. They've got some fun like Rococo situations happening here. Very fun. So it's 2 debuts and on April 20th and 22nd respectively.
Okay, on April 22nd, we have Hido, and Neil, also on April 22nd. April 22nd's got a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
And Yukido, he was from BIG, and Neil was from Teen Top.
Yeah.
So
yes,
as far as what they came out on.
I like this picture of Neil. It's got real soft boy energy. Real boyfriend stuff. Actually, they both kind of do. Now that I'm looking at them,
yeah,
I really did theme these images, huh? On the 23rd, Lucy, she come back.
Is it my turn?
Was it your turn? I thought it was my turn. Oh, sorry.
Lucy, the 23rd. Woo! I think
like
they're down one member, just for the record, because I think he went and enlisted. So
Yeah.
I think they're 3 right now.
I needed to find one that I could put vertically, and this was the only one that I could find easily. So, okay. So N Team coming out on the 23rd with another one. I feel like they're being overworked. I feel like N Team has a comeback every month. Am I crazy?
It does feel like that. By
like,
the way.
listen, let these werewolf boys chill for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay? They need to go experience a full moon vacation moment.
Yeah, exactly. And KJRGL on the 23rd.
Your girl.
No, it like stands for like something, like it stands for something so absurd that I just remember reading it and going, let me look it up. Like, because it's so absurd. It's just like, okay, KJRGL. Tell me if I could type KJRGL King Pop meaning. Okay. Okay. It's a Korean. Okay, so it's a coined word combining the Japanese word for whale, kujira, and the Korean word for whale, gole, and it stands for kind of just right good luck. Anyway, they're half Korean, half Japanese, but I believe this is a Korean comeback.
I'm sorry, buddies, about your name. I apologize for you.
And the reason they got the whale thing is because whales communicate with their voices and live in groups. We're really going esoteric with some of these, concepts. But
sure,
you know what, fellas, you're working hard. It's not your fault that your name is silly. I know they didn't pick it, so.
Unite on April 23rd and SB19 on April 25th.
Philippines.
Yeah, they're a Filipino group. It's very popular. So we include them because they're very cool.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Unicorn, April 30th. Woo! Band. Really excited.
Yep.
I've been getting way into them, so.
Nice.
And finalement, we've got a Japanese release from Kepler on April 30th. And Big Ocean says they're doing a comeback in April. So
nice.
I'm so excited.
That will be that. Let me just. And that's that. That's what we got today.
Nearly hour and a half of
dramas. Oy vey. Oy vey. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Oh geez, my pen that I was playing with just flew off the table. So thank you for hanging out with us. We will do this again next month.
And we will hopefully be better rested.
Yeah,
next
hopefully
time.
be rested and not horribly sick, and it'll just be a nice chill time. But we hope you had a good time hanging out with us, or if you're watching this afterwards, we hope you had a good time watching our VODs. We do this same live stream every month. We have another live stream that's a monthly live stream called Roll for Drama that you should come hang out with. And also, we have an episode every Monday. So there will be an episode coming out on Monday. We just had a real fun, chatty one where Sky and I went deeply bared into our souls. No, we just talked about
stood on a couple of soapboxes as we do.
Actually, it's a good episode though. Like legitimately, I think it's a good episode. But it's our next this coming Monday. We're doing our what we've been watching episode. So that'll be that. And we hope you had a good time with us. And we will see you next time. So goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you.